I'm Catherine. Welcome to this video. So I haven't uploaded anything to YouTube in a long time, but I've been watching a lot of sewing vlogs and like costuming, dress history content lately, and it coincided with when I was deciding to make this dress for Rheinbeck. So I thought it would be fun to kind of vlog the process, so that's what this video is. I've got lots of fun clips about me doing my mock-up, my first pass, then like the journey of sewing it. I sewed it when I was on vacation this week, because I'm a normal person, and that's what normal people do, right? Bring a sewing machine to their vacation and sew a dress? Anyway, that's what I did, so I hope you enjoy this little mini chaotic vlog of how I did that. Alright, so this is the pattern I chose. It's McCall's R11015, and it actually has a bunch of different views, which is really great. I did view D, which I actually think is the view that's shown here, because I did it without the belt, but I think, it's got a lot of like different length options and like a V-neck option, so it's a cool little dress pattern, which if I can get to work, may stick around for a while. So here is what it looks like. Slightly moo-moo-y, but what I like about it, high-low hem. Also, is it overkill to be doing it on this camera? 100% probably, but you know what? I've got it. I really should use it more. The end. So anyway, what I like about it is I love the like high-low hem and how like it curves in the front. When I put on the sweater, you'll see why I really like it. I like that I made it. And I like how it fits around the waist here. It's not tight at all. So, some problems are, problem number one is going to be hard to see, but I did this fabric upside down. It's trees. They probably should be standing upward. They're standing downward. You know what? It's a mock-up. It's a good night dress. I do think I'm going to raise it up a little bit. I may also make the back hem less curvy downward and just make it straight. I don't quite like how drastic it is, and I really hate how it hits me like weirdly on the back of the calves. Calves, those are your calves. I don't like how it hits me on the back of the calves. So I think I will bring it up an inch. That will be really easy. There's a raise and lower line like right here. Bing, bang, boom, done. Really, the big thing that needs to be different is the front, as you can or the top. As you can kind of see, like it's very loosey-goosey. But herein lies my problem. So I'm a human being who this bit is wider than this bit. Is this a thing that I love about myself? Not really, but it's a thing that exists about my body that I need to think about when making clothes. So I need to figure out how do I make like this bit smaller while keeping this bit the same, because like I said, it fits really nice here. I don't want this part to be tighter. So thank the Lord for crafty friends, because I'm going to meet my friend Leah at the fabric shop today, and we are going to A, pick fabric mostly, and B, she's going to help me figure out how to make it less loose up here and better fitting. So yeah, we shall see. Let me quickly show you what it looks like now with the sweater on top of it, as like what my Rheinbeck outfits could be if I fail at making another version that fits better. Alright, so this is the Rheinbeck outfit. This is the Princess Fiona. I should have looked at it before recording this video, but the reason I wanted to make it, which actually you can't see at all, is this lace detail here. Womp womp. I really should have made this, I think it would look better in a lighter yarn, but this is the color we chose for our yarn this year. I really, really love how this dress pattern, the hem mirrors the hem of the sweater, which just happens naturally because of all the A-line shaping that they did. So yeah, I really do like this dress under this sweater. Again, I think just like an inch up. I don't mind showing a little, not that much, but I don't mind showing a little knee. I think an inch up and like flatten the back of the back panel and do something at the top, but if it doesn't happen, this is a perfectly great outfit, and I'm actually about to go wear it to knitting club. So here we go. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned for more adventures. Okay, so we are back from the fabric store. I'll show you what I got in a sec, but in terms of fit, Leah was an awesome consultant. She basically suggested I take fabric off the top of the sleeves, or the, I don't know, whatever this part is. So basically take like a little bit more on the neck versus on the arm side. So she was like, take 3/4 of an inch here and an inch here, and that will like bring the whole thing up a little bit and help the neck from being so gapey as well, hopefully. So I'm excited to try that out. I got this awesome fabric. It's a warm gray, and it's got this cool like asymmetrical pattern to it, and I think it will look really good. That's that. You can kind of hear it's like a little bit thick, so it'll have a nice body to it, which will make it be good for the Rheinbeck, hopefully. So really excited to sew that next week. Okay, I have to laugh because this is the shower curtain of the place where I'm staying. This is the fabric for my dress. They're like kind of similar. So it is now Saturday morning. I got here Wednesday night. I've done nothing sewing related, but that's okay because the past 2 days were really, really nice out. I went for a couple walks, did like this cool nature park thing, sat at a brewery for like 2 hours yesterday, and today and the next 3 days that I'm here are all going to be rainy and won't get nice again until the day I leave. But that's okay because I brought lots of crafts, so it is awesome crafting weather. I think, I don't want to like just make it a job, at the same time. So I'm gonna, this morning, it's about 10 o'clock, do a lot of the prep work. So I've got to iron my fabric, I've got to do some cutouts of the pattern, to take everything up, fuss with the sleeve bits to make it shorter up here, and I also need to figure out the facings, because I'm not going to do the round facing that's in the pattern. My friend Leah sent me a tutorial for something different, so I've got to make that happen. So we'll do definitely all that, probably the cutting, then I'll take a break, see where I'm at, maybe do some other things, and come back to it this afternoon. So let's get started. Here's what I did. I just cut off like 1/4 inch to 1 inch, going from the shoulder to the neckline. So a little bit deeper of a cut in the neckline, and then I just took 1 inch off of each top, which I'm a little bit worried now about the length of the front after doing both of those things. I really should have brought the other one with me, but I didn't. So yeah, those are my updates, and now it's time to cut all this up. I've hit an I don't know what to do moment. So my SD card is not big enough. I only have like 10 minutes left of filming, which, I don't know, like I don't think I'm gonna film everything, but I kind of want like the whole process. So do I drive an hour each way to a Best Buy in hopes that they have a bigger micro SD card? Also, just in terms of sewing, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do about the facing. So my friend Leah sent me a tutorial, which I'll link to if I put this video up, about non-flipping facings. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or something else, because by something else, I mean what's in the pattern. It was annoying in the pattern, but I'm not sure on this one how to do the sleeve facings, because they don't go over it, and it's like 4 years old, so I can't ask. And B, it says it adds bulk, and my fabric's pretty bulky. So I think I'm just gonna take a break. That was like an hour and a half of my life. Maybe I'll eat lunch, maybe we'll go take a drive. We'll see what happens. I'm not really sure. Well, I drove an hour to Best Buy, and, well, it wasn't at Best Buy, because apparently this Best Buy is closing in a month, so, like, nothing's in the store. But there's a Target right next door, and thankfully they had SD cards, so we're back. Although, to be honest, I'm looking at the picture quality on this new phone that I have, and I think it's, like, just as good as my fancy camera, which I got, like, 7.5 years ago. So, whatever. But, you know what? Even though it's a rainy day, as you can tell by this, it was a really gorgeous drive, and I'm listening to a good book, so no complaints here. We'll just drive on back. I did maybe see a yarn store, or like there's nothing on the map, but like I tried to drop a pin, but it wasn't cooperating. So if I can remember where that was, we may be stopping and getting some yarn. So yeah, see you back at the house. So we're back. The GPS took me home a different way, so there was no yarn store. But I bought fudge instead to make up for it. So yeah, I think I'm going to, it's about 3 o'clock now, spend a little bit of time this afternoon cutting out the rest of the pieces. I am going to try to just figure out something for the interfacing, because I really don't want to do it the way it was before. And yeah, we'll give that a try, and then maybe start sewing tonight, or maybe just put it all together tomorrow. We shall see. Alright, so essentially what this has us doing is you trace the neckline, bring it in about 2 inches, and then like connect it. So I will trace, then I will mark 2 inches. Oh wait, I should do that so it follows the angle of the thing, right? Follow this line 2 inches, that's here, and then I'll follow this line for 2 inches, and that's there. And in the back it says you can cut straight across, so I will do that. And I mean, really, I probably should have like had another piece of paper and like drafted this, but I'm not going to. So then we've got the front, and the same thing. I think this is going to make it hard for me to do arm facings, but because it's sleeveless, I think I might just hem the arms. So we'll see where that leads us. Or I might put in sleeves. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to trace this guy. Follow this down 2 inches, that's just about there. I'm going to follow this down. Inches, that's there. And this one, it kind of has you like slowly curve up. And I think especially for this one, it's like a pretty deep neckline. So yeah. All right. There we go. We're gonna try it. It's gonna be something. First step to this pattern has you pin and sew the darts on the front. So after a little trial and error, I did that. One cool thing it has you do at the end, which you can kind of see, is change the stitch length to 1 so that it like closes the seam better. I thought that was pretty cool. Finish the edge of this, which I'm not sure I need to do because it's interfacing, but I also do have this gap, so we're gonna try it. Alright, so it's a little bit while later. I had to like stop and pause and think and do my own thing here. So basically what happened was the novel facings are going great. I have a nice, lovely facing. I don't know if I'm doing the whole understitching thing right. If this is like, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be closer, but whatever, it works. I don't mind how it looks. Well, on that side it's actually like really chill. So anyway, okay. But what happened was when I went to do the step that the tutorial I found has me do, I realized that the front and back sleeves aren't the same width. And I think they're supposed to be. I can't remember in my first attempt of this pattern if they weren't or not, but basically I think what happened was when I did the weird cutty thing, they got off. Although now that I'm saying that, like, clearly these aren't the same, but I'm struggling to understand how that's going to work when I do the arms. So I'm just going to go with my original plan, which is to essentially just like trim this back piece till it meets the arm piece. I have no idea if this will work or not. So I like pinned it all together so I can try to make both the front and the back even, or the both sides of the back even. Well, I guess that's less important than having them match up with each side. But anyway, this is what you get for like kind of cutting more quickly and aggressively than I probably should have done. But we're going to try this, and you know what? This is why I made the first version, so that if this completely fails, I have an option. Let's see how this goes. What this tutorial has you do is, after you do the linings, you sew the shoulder seams together like this. I'm going to link to the tutorial. I keep talking about it. I'm not fully certain I understand it, so maybe it'll make more sense to you than me attempting to explain it. Anyway, I'm doing this now. I'm terrified of right here where it's like a bunch of things. You know, this did say it was better for lightweight fabrics. I can understand why, because this is going to be a lot. So I have my little thing, which I learned about after like Googling my sewing machine to manual to help me get it over. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, so it's about 7:40, and I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. Because I don't feel like doing it anymore. But this is what I've got so far. Actually not too much to do. I just have to do the pockets and the side seams, and then hem. I'm just going to do a normal hem on the sleeves and on the body. But I think it'll be really good. The length, it's maybe now a little bit short in the front, but I think once it's like fully together and hangs better, I think it'll be good. And I do think, I'm worried I maybe went a little bit too far, because it's a little bit tight here, but it'll be what it'll be. Like I said, I have the other option, so if it completely fails, it'll be fine. Like I said, I don't know, I definitely did this wrong, but you know what? It is what it is. It's gonna be what's gonna be. And yeah, that was a fun day of sewing, and we'll come back to it tomorrow. See you then. Okay, it's the next day now, so this is just me putting the pockets together. You pin the pockets to the sides, sew the pockets onto the sides. Then once the pockets are in, you seam up the sides, leaving a gap in the middle so you don't lose the pockets. And finally, you sew the pockets together. Okay, it is time for the last seam. That maybe came kind of quickly, but a couple things I did off camera. My camera battery is gonna die, so I finished these edges. I guess I'm supposed to do that. I don't know. So they're not raw. And then I just did the armhole hems. Tried to tuck these in, although it didn't really work, so I may have to trim that. This whole little bit's just a little weird. I did tuck them in. I guess that's why this one was much harder than that one. And broke 2 needles in the process, so yeah, fun times. But I don't know, a hem is just so much easier than having to fuss with all that nonsense. So just gonna put in the hem on the bottom, and then we are done. It's finished, and I really like it. It's still maybe a little bit big up here, but because the fabric is heavier, it kind of just sits a little bit better all around. And the pockets are at a much more reasonable place. They were like down here before. Yeah, I really like the cool graphic pattern. It's really fun and neat, and yeah. It's a dress, and it's finished, and it's a good option. I like, again, the height is not much different, but the thing I don't like is, I don't like how it feels hitting really down low here, so it hits at a much nicer sort of mid-calf length versus, ankle length at the back there. And, yeah, this is it. So, I did it! Yay, sewing! Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little glimpse into my sewing life. I really enjoyed making that, and I'm super excited to wear this dress, especially to Rheinbeck in a couple weeks. So if you didn't come here from my blog and just found this on YouTube, which I don't think is that many of you, but I'll have more pictures and stuff up on my blog. It's backstagenits.com, so please do go check that out, and I'd love to see you over there. Leave me a comment here on the blog. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!